game of Snap already against Nikki here. The first thing I want to call your attention to is just how incredible the cards look in this game. They are just beautiful. They have this really cool 3D effect. You can use your finger to move them around. You can also use your phone's gyroscope, and as you move the device, the cards are beautifully 3D. Our cards look stunning. So I have 4 cards in my hand. I have 1 energy to spend. Cards cost energy to spend. You can play as many cards as you have the energy to do so. You get a little more energy each turn. You gotta use it or lose it. You can't save energy between turns. The first location here is Xandar. Xandar says cards here have +1 power. The goal of the game is to win 2 out of 3 locations. So it doesn't matter which 2 I win. I just gotta win 2 out of 3. And let's see, I could play cards to any of these 3 locations. The other 2 have abilities, but we don't know what they're gonna be just yet. So this one will be revealed next turn. This one will be revealed in 2 turns. As you play cards to locations, they add power to locations. So let's see, where do I want to play Quicksilver? Well, he gets a bonus if I play him to Xandar, so let's play my first card there to Xandar. So turns are played simultaneously in this game. So as I'm deciding what I want to do on my turn, my opponent's deciding what they want to do on their turn, and as soon as we both ended the turn, we're going to reveal our choices to each other simultaneously. All right, it's turn 2. There are 6 turns in the game. At the end of turn 6, that's it. Whoever's winning 2 out of 3 locations wins the game at the end of turn 6. Turn 2, I only have a card that costs 1 energy. It's Misty Knight. Misty Knight in the starter deck here doesn't have any special abilities. Now, the second location here is Hellfire Club. It says 1 cost cards can't be played here. So I can't play Misty Knight at that location. Let's play the Xandar. Start getting that extra +1 power going as well. Now, this is a ranked match. That 1 in the cube at the top is the stakes of the match. Whoever wins the game wins a cube. Whoever loses the game loses a cube. The more cubes you have, the higher rank you are in the ranked ladder. So here's Nova Roma, 3rd location, draw cards. So we get an extra card in this game. We have a few more options to play with. I have 5 cards in my hand now. It's turn 3, so I have 3 energy to spend. I have a few options here. I could play Star-Lord, who says if your opponent played a card here this turn, +3 power. So if I can guess correctly where Nikki's going to play, I could get up to 5 power with Star-Lord. Medusa says +2 power if you play her to the middle location. So a lot of power for 2 energy, but less flexibility than some other cards. And then I've got Punisher, who gives me +1 power for each opposing card at this location. Now, my opponent didn't play any cards on turn 2, so this is maybe not looking very good for Nikki. And Punisher gets a bonus if he's facing off against a lot of cards. So perhaps I can suspect my opponent will play some extra cards to Xandar to take advantage of that bonus. I'll play Punisher to Xandar here. I was correct, so I get some extra power there from Punisher, seeing Misty Knight and Shocker go down at Xandar. Neither one of these has any special abilities. They're in the starter deck. So it's turn 4. I have a lot of options here on this turn. I've got the Thing with 6 power, and I've got, again, Star-Lord and Medusa. And I could play them both this turn because I have 4 energy to spend. They each cost 2 energy. And I've got Hawkeye. Hawkeye says if you play a card here next turn, Hawkeye gets +2 power. So that's pretty powerful for 1 energy, but it gives my opponent a little information about where I'm likely to play next turn. I cannot play Hawkeye to Hellfire Club. Playing Hawkeye to Xandar is not a good play because I won't be able to follow up and get the extra bonus. So if I want to play Hawkeye, it's probably going to be to Nova Roma. Now, you can only have 4 cards at the location. So playing a 4th card here to Xandar, smash the thing around a little bit. If I play a 4th card here to Xandar, it's going to give my opponent a lot of information. It means I'm not going to, she'll know I can't get any more than, it'll be 19 power at that location. But it's a lot of power. So I'm just going to play the Thing here to Nova Roma, and hopefully that's enough to win that location in the future. We see the Thing coming down for Nikki at the middle location. And I'm currently winning 2 out of 3 locations. These games go fast. This turn's 5 out of 6. It's the second to last turn of the game. So I'm in a good position right now. I drew Iron Man, and Iron Man says your total power is doubled at this location. I am just going to slam Iron Man down at Xandar. I think there's no chance that Nikki can win that location, given an Iron Man there. I'll go up to 24 power. There's just no way that Nikki can get an extra 14 power at that location. And then I just have to focus on winning one of these other locations, and that should be no problem for me. So here we go. Iron Man gets +1, going up to 13, doubling it to 26. Abomination, not enough to win that location. So I'm feeling great about Xandar. I just need to make sure I win one other location. Now, on the last turn of the game, which this is, the cube is going to double next turn. So at the end of the game. So we're playing for 1 cube right now, but very soon we'll be playing for 2 cubes. Now I'm feeling great about my position here because I feel like I've got Xandar locked for me. So I'm just going to play Hulk here, who has 11 power. That's kind of what Hulk does. Hulk smashes. It's got a huge power. And that should be enough. I don't think there's any card in Nikki's deck that's going to be able to overcome a Hulk to Nova Roma here. We'll see how it goes. A Hulk over Rome. We're playing the same deck here. So I was able to win it. The cubes double, so that's 2 cubes for me. I move a little farther up the rank ladder. And that's a victory for me. I won 2 out of 3 locations. That's how you win a